Big news coming out of Stamford Bridge as Thomas Tuchel has been given his marching orders. That's right, sacked. Of course, following on from last night's defeat against Dynamo Zagreb. Where did Chelsea go from here? We're going to take a look at it, all of it, next. That's right, folks, back to another video. Today we're taking a look at the shock news coming out of Stamford Bridge. Champions League winning manager Thomas Tuchel out on his ear at Stamford Bridge. Why? We'll take a look at it, all of it, in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. And if you're interested, check out the links down below. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, Patreon. Of course, your one-stop shop for Blackburn Rovers content, Premier League content, content right here at Blackburn Rovers. So Thomas Tuchel marched out, of course, at Stamford Bridge. Following on from, of course, that shock result in the Champions League. What am I talking about? I'm talking about, of course, this. There is the breaking news. I'm seeing it on Twitter right here, right now. And this was posted about an hour ago, an hour and a bit ago. It's 6:20 a.m. here in the United States. I'm not a Chelsea fan, of course, but I am a football fan, and I'm a bit unhappy about this. I do like Thomas Tuchel. I thought he's a colourful character, and he had instant success at Chelsea, but I guess following on from maybe a rocky start in the Premier League and, of course, not a great start in the Champions League, he was, of course, given his marching orders. So that is the breaking news. And, of course, developments are already turning around to see who is potentially going to take over the reins as his successor. But let's take a longer look at the recent results then for Chelsea, which have cost him his job. Of course, the season kicked off around about here against Everton, I think. 1-0 win. They did get spanked by Leeds, which probably didn't give him the best start. That was at Ellen Road, a comfortable 3-0 demolition job. Koulibaly as well. Big signing coming in as well at Chelsea. Spent a lot of money. It is a bit of a project, though, a bit of a rebuild. They did lose a lot of key members of the staff last time around. Sterling went, a couple of defenders at the back, and Christensen went, Rudiger as well. So, and the new owners, brand new owners, are expecting the world already. So let's take a look at how it's come to this, of course. So kick it all off. The season did kick off way back in August the 6th with an opening day win over Everton, of course. No-brainer there. Victory over Frank Lampard. That, of course, is going to give you a bit of confidence. Of course, then a narrow draw, a tight draw with Spurs, a 2-2 draw in the end. Maybe I think the owners, who now appear to be coming at you with an iron fist, expected to win that game. But following on from that draw, it was a heavy defeat. Here it is of course extra life number one, or life number one, in a 3-0 loss against Leeds United. Heavy loss, an embarrassing loss, of course. 2-0 down after the first 40 minutes. 3-0 down in the early part of the second half. Game over. Embarrassing. Egg on your face. We have to understand, though, it's a rebuild. Chelsea is a rebuild, of course. They haven't got Lukaku this year. They've lost players at the back, of course, Christensen, Rudiger, and other players all around the field. They're trying to rebuild this squad. And Tuchel was hoping to be given time here. So following on from that, they responded with a 2-1 win, a narrow win over Leicester City, but none the same. Koulibaly actually got Conor Gallagher with a red card on that. Was Sterling with a couple of goals, who has looked like a good player. Don't get me wrong, of course. And then moving forward, there it is, another defeat, the second defeat of the Premier League season already against Southampton, and Southampton that has Adam Armstrong scoring goals. He hardly ever scores goals since he's moved from Blackburn Rovers, but a 2-1 loss there, none the same. So that was the second defeat of the season, and it didn't really hasn't really picked up. Of course, a narrow squeaky bum win over West Ham. Then, of course, now last night's loss against Dynamo Zagreb, and we got to let's go big picture on this one, because I think that's a little bit of football snobbery here. You don't go to Zagreb expecting a win. I don't care. Even if you're Real Madrid, you're going to struggle. If you're PSG, you're going to struggle. Man City will struggle. Everybody will struggle, especially when Zagreb are playing at home. Zagreb are a credible unit. They're a decent team. And when they come at home, it's just like taking on the Turkish teams. They're difficult to play against in their own backyard. So I don't know why this result has been the catalyst to sack Thomas Tuchel. Now for me, I think it is a hasty move. Of course. So let's go back, of course, and take a look at these fixtures and see what's on the horizon for the new manager, whoever it may be. Of course, so we jump back in here quick. And again, this is just an instant reaction, of course, from this. It's not like a detailed overview, but the game's coming up. The Fulham game, they've got to beat that. Salzburg has got to win there. Liverpool is just around a corner, of course. You expect the new manager, whoever it is, and we'll have a look at the candidates in a second, to come out with a victory against Liverpool. I don't think so, home or away. It's going to be tough. So currently, Chelsea do find themselves in 6th spot. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane, and I don't get it. Tuchel's brought Champions League success. He returned into the top 4 last season. He's done an okay job. He's a character. He's been there, seen it, and done it. He's worked his way up, of course, through the Bundesliga in Dortmund. Took over PSG, brought domestic success over there. But he took, of course, Chelsea, a wobbly Chelsea, a wounded Chelsea, and brought them on the Champions League. And he's returned it with Champions League football once again. Last season, top 4. He's in the top 6. He's only bloody 3 points off of 4th. It's 6 games into the season. It's absolutely mental. Look at Liverpool. They had a wobble. They've had a massive wobble. Man United had a wobble, but they stuck to the guns, of course. But I don't get it if it's the new owners or what. So let's take a look at Thomas Tuchel himself. Of course, quick overview while I'm here. Let me just get rid of this so you can see it in all its glory here. So here he is, Thomas Tuchel. He's at a club, but look at the trophies he has got here. We can extend that a little bit, can we? FIFA World Cup, he won it with Chelsea. Yep, no brainer. World's best coach, he won it as well. Chelsea Champions League winners. He won 2 French titles, 1 German Cup winner, Super Cup with Chelsea, French Cup winner, of course, with PSG. A couple of Bundesliga under-19s, doesn't really care. 2 French Super Cups, French League Cup. He won it pretty much all at PSG except for the Champions League, but he got that anyway with Chelsea. He's a great coach. I think it's a stupid move. Of course, he got 1.67 points per game this campaign. 1.67 points is a 2.07 points per match ratio over the course of Chelsea's era. It is it's less than his time at PSG, but of course that's a no-brainer, and it's slightly less than his time at Dortmund, of course. But realistically, it's over 2. It's over 2 points per game. You know how rare that is? That's like bloody rocking horse shit, mate. That's like rocking horse shit. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. So let's take a look at the odds then quickly. Who is the favourite to become the next Chelsea manager? Let's work our way up from bottom to top. And if you are a Chelsea fan, do any of these names get you excited? Of course, we went through the transition, of course, as a Blackburn Rovers fan this summer to see who's going to become the new Rovers manager. I know it's completely 2 different sides of football, really. But look at the names. Some of the names are funny. Roberto Martinez coming at you from Belgium. He's Belgium's head coach. Of course, 60-1. What was it? 7th favourite according to this. He is, of course, prepping for a World Cup in Belgium. That ain't going to happen. Massimiliano Allegri, 60-1. Same odds as Roberto Martinez. Of course, been out of work for a little bit of time. A bit of a veteran manager, been there, seen it, and done it as well. Diego Simeone at 12-1. He, of course, at Atletico. He is a manager that has been flirting with the Premier League, but has never made the push. I think he's quite comfortable at Atletico. He's getting Champions League football season in, season out, and I just don't think it happens. Zinedine Zidane is one that's picking up a bit of pace, and again, he is waiting for that French job, the French national coach. That's it. It's written. It's been written about 1,000 times. He will not move either. I'll be surprised if that happens. The only way that will happen is will be after the World Cup if France is successful and Deschamps remains in the hot seat. Then 3rd favourite is Brendan bloody Rodgers. What is that all about? Going to go big picture on that one. He's bottom of the Premier League right now. He's won the FA Cup. That's squat. That's it. That is it. Of course, he had some success in Celtic, but Neil Lennon had success up in Scotland. It's not... Brendan Rodgers, of course, is a great coach, and of course he's worked his way up through the ranks, and I think he was on Chelsea's staff one time along the way. But really, to swap Tuchel, Champions League winner, and of course a major winner in Europe and France and in Germany, winning some major title cups and stuff like that, to swap it for Brendan Rodgers, I think is a get out of jail free card for Brendan Rodgers. Don't get me wrong, he'll bite your bloody hand off. He'll bite my hand off as well. It's an absolute no-brainer for him, but really, I think the Chelsea fans will be underwhelmed with that. So the next 2, of course, again, will be, one is a little bit underwhelming, Mauricio Pochettino. Again, he had some success at Paris, at PSG, winning the title before being pushed aside. It's not good enough. His football's not good enough for PSG. It wasn't dominant enough. So he made away this summer. and of course the guy from Nice came in and took over the reins over there. And then Graham Potter, which of course is the answer you want. He's the next best thing. He's the England manager in waiting. He's of course a manager of a top 4 club in waiting. Whether it's Spurs were looking at him in the summer. Arsenal were probably looking at him potentially to take over from Arteta. Man United would go for him if Ten Hag fails. Liverpool would want a piece of the action as well. Everybody wants Graham Potter. He's playing good football. He's built a massive brand and churning out the talent. Got great eye. Of course, that would come with the staff from Brighton. Of course, they brought in the likes of Cucurella. They brought in the likes of the Ecuadorian guys in midfield. I don't even know. They've just been churning out decent quality players over the past 5 or 6 years now. And they've become a namestay in the Premier League. So Brighton, from zero to hero, fantastic job they've been doing behind the scenes, and he is definitely the answer. That's my take, though, guys. Of course. So I'm gutted. I'm gutted for Thomas Tuchel. Great character for the Premier League, great ambassador for football, and a great ambassador for football coaching. You don't get many good personalities around the game these days, and I feel we've lost one here in Thomas Tuchel. He's gone, and I'm sure he will get another job very soon. He is that good a coach, but I believe in my gut that Chelsea have pushed the panic button way too soon. They've just slammed the transfer window. The door has been shut. Did they want more from the transfer window? Has the decisions been made on other stuff besides the results? Yeah, there's 2 or 3 dodgy results in there, but it's barely September. We're 1 month in the season. And I know you come in here, Chelsea, with your new owners and all that kind of stuff, and you kind of put a stamping of your authority down. So it's just a little bit stupid the way you've gone about it. You let the transfer window go, then you've decided to go, you know what, forget it, you're out. We're going to bring in somebody else. Surely they must have 2 or 3 candidates lined up to have a word. And if they fail with that, then they're only themselves to blame. So the biggest loser here for me, of course, it's Thomas Tuchel. I feel gutted for the guy. I think Chelsea are the pantomime villains here. I think they're the pantomime villains. They've jumped the gun too soon. And in all honesty, it could actually end up backfiring on them by making a decision, and it could end up backfiring on Graham Potter. He's got it all going on, like he's got a well-oiled machine at Brighton. You know, he's got the owners loving him. He's got the staff around him. He's got everything singing and dancing for him over at Brighton. He can make a few mistakes and not get egg on his face. Chelsea, you're given a short thread, and if you screw up early doors, you know, he could be out. If Graham Potter comes in, he could be out before the end of the year. You know what I mean? So it's not a great advertisement for coaching, and especially with the new owners. Anyway, that's my take on it. Sorry to hear about Thomas Tuchel, and hopefully he bounces back soon. But until then, the Premier League's weaker. Until that, guys, I'm going to go. Smash your subscribe, smash your thumbs up, smash the little bell. But until then, boys and girls, we're out.